guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a Q&A. I did put a photo on my Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me anything you wanted. So it's just a way for you guys to get to know me more. I'm going to leave up that post on my Instagram so that whenever I just feel like doing a random Q&A, I'm going to go back to this post. Just before I get started, I do want to say that I have filmed this makeup look for you guys. After this video, go and click on that. I'll link it at the end of this video. The first question I'm going to answer is from Makeup with Ivan. Where do you get your inspo and what do you do when you feel uninspired? So what I do when I want to find inspiration is I go on Instagram. Like, Instagram and me are like, you know, I am on Instagram all the freaking time. The main place that I find my inspiration is just to go through my makeup collection. Way before I've done Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, I have always been obsessed with colour. I love trying out different colour combinations. And I used to just have loads of sleek eyeshadow palettes which are really affordable. And I just used to open them all up and just think of the most unusual colour combinations or colours that I think, oh, would that go together well? And then I just challenge myself to make something out of it. And you need to just work with what you got. Okay, so next question. What camera do I use? I use a Canon 80D to film all my Instagram videos or all my YouTube videos. I used to use the Sony A5100, which is what everybody uses for selfies and stuff, which I absolutely love. That's what I'd recommend if you're starting off, to get like a point and shoot, because they're really nice for selfies and videos. But I found with that one, it kept overheating whenever I kept filming videos. So I thought, let me just invest in a big boy camera, you know? So I got a Canon 80D, which is like one of the newest spec Canons, I think. But it was expensive, girl. It was expensive. I ain't gonna lie. When I parted with that money, I was like Also, Makeup with Ivan said, how long have you been doing makeup for? I've been doing makeup for nearly 7 years now. Long time, guys, long time. So someone asked me about my lighting. When I first started watching YouTube, people were like, use natural lighting. I freaking film sometimes at 6 PM at night time, and I live in like London, so it's always so cloudy and rainy. So I needed to invest in lighting. I'm the type of person that if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it like, you know, really go for it. I did buy a ring light, but actually through researching, now knowing what I know, I wouldn't suggest someone starting out to get a ring light, because if your surroundings is quite dark, a ring light is not going to be enough for you. It's going to make your face quite bright, but in the background it's not going to look true to colour. You're going to look a bit grey, I find, with just a ring light. What I would suggest is to buy a set of 2 soft boxes. I bought 2 soft boxes for the same price as just 1 ring light. And the only thing about the soft boxes is that it is chunky, guys. It takes up so much room, and I haven't got a lot of space in my room. You guys follow me on Snapchat, you know my space is like, it's tiny, but you just have to make it work. But you have to buy the soft boxes that has 5 bulbs in it, because a lot of people just go for like the cheap 1 bulb one that is like a cheap quick fix. But if you guys are going to be taking up so much space, you want as much light inside that box as possible, you know. So pay a bit more and get 5 bulbs, and normally it comes with like light bulbs already. I just buy mine on eBay, and I'm gonna see if I can find any links below. Zara May, girl, I see you comment all the time, girl, so I love you. She said, what is your ultimate dream as a beauty blogger? And do you have any personal, professional fears as you're growing so rapidly? Also, I love you, girl. Oh, so cute. Coco, I love you too. Oh, I love her hashtags. I'll answer the first question. My ultimate dream as a beauty blogger is to be tripping with Tarte. Ah! Maybe that's not my ultimate dream, but I ain't gonna lie, I do want to be tripping with Tarte one day. I want to be using that hashtag, you know what I'm saying? But my ultimate dream, I would love my family to be working with me. Do you know when I meet like big beauty bloggers, they have manager and they have assistants and stuff like that. I would love to be with my family and working together. Do you know how like Patrick Star works with his little brother? Like, I love that. I think that's really cool. And then she also asked, do I have any fears because I'm growing so rapidly? The only fear that I have is that I'm not pushing myself enough, even though I feel like every single day I'm working and I'm like trying film, edit and everything, because I'm always wanting more and I'm always looking at the future. I'm not really focusing on now, and I feel like I'm not enjoying the opportunities that are happening now. I just feel like I need to keep grinding, you know. I'm only 24, I'm like still young, but I always feel like I just need to do so much more, and why haven't I done this and all of that.
My next clip accidentally got deleted, but one of my followers asked me, how do I deal with haters?
If you don't follow me on like Instagram live and stuff like that, I always talk about fucking haters. Haters will come and cuss you, will come and say this, come and say that about you're not doing this correctly or blah blah blah. And then when you click on their profile, you have like 3 followers, 2 posts, and your eyebrows are messed up. You dish it out, but then you can't take the dirt when it comes back to you. It just used to like, ooh, like grind my gears so badly, and I just feel like, I just want to like type back and put them in their place. But I've definitely learnt now over time just to like keep it moving. you know. Anne-Marie Lala, I hope I'm saying your name right. She asked me what are my favourite things to cook and eat. Cooking, I know about that one, guys. I ain't a fan of cooking. When it comes to like just cooking for myself, girl, it's just a packet of noodles. My favourite things to eat is all the stuff that's bad for you. I love fried, deep fried. I love sweet stuff, salty stuff. Anything that's bad for you, I love. The only thing that I don't like, if you guys haven't watched my 20 random facts, I don't like anything dairy. So any cheese or milk, anything like that, I don't like any of that. When it comes to like rice, noodles, chicken and chips, KFC, McDonald's, anything like that, I love chicken wings. They're like my... Ooh! My mouth is watery now. I had some KFC chicken wings earlier, now I can't keep thinking about it. I should have ordered some more. Okay, so Brooke Pender asks, how do you get brands to see your social media platforms and gorgeous makeup? By the way, I love you, chick. Oh, thank you so much, Brooke. I remember the first time I got reposted by Anastasia Beverly Hills, I literally was in Egypt at the time and I was like, oh my god! What I would suggest for you to do, always keep up with the latest products, because the latest product is what they're gonna push the most. So like, just say Anastasia Beverly Hills, when they first launch the Modern Renaissance palette, you need to order that Modern Renaissance palette and you need to do the makeup with the Modern Renaissance palette, because they are more likely going to repost you if you're posting about their latest product, because that is what they're really focusing on. So that's definitely like a little tip. Or also what I'd recommend is always tag them in a photo, tag them on Twitter, tag them on Facebook, tag it inside the photo at them, use their hashtag. So go on to their page and see it in their bio. Normally they put what hashtag they use, so use that hashtag. Make sure the spelling is not wrong, because if you have one letter wrong, girl, you're in some next hashtag. And you need to post when you think the brand is quite active. So just say I follow Huda Beauty and I click on her notifications, so whenever she uploads, I can see when she's active, and that's when I kind of post my photos, when I know she's kind of on her phone. I don't know if it's her doing it, she probably has a whole team, but that's what you want to try to do. And also a good thing to do is just say like Anastasia Beverly Hills, instead of just tagging Anastasia Beverly Hills, you should also tag like the fan pages as well. I know Anastasia Beverly Hills follows another makeup page called ABH Junkies, so I'll tag ABH Junkies as well as Anastasia Beverly Hills, because if ABH Junkies reposts me, Anastasia Beverly Hills follows ABH Junkies, so she's more likely to see your photo. You know, don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. Spread those eggs out, girl. I hope that helped you guys. Aubrey J asks, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened to you on the streets, at school, or doing someone's makeup? I love you, you're so talented and you inspire me so much with new makeup looks. Oh, thank you so much, Aubrey. I don't know if I told you guys this story, but once I was at school, there was like a school trip and everybody went on this school trip to the local park. It's so cringe now when I look about it. Like, why would a school take you to the local park? Like, fucking no budget there whatsoever. So this park, I remember all the kids were going on top of this hill. It's like a grass hill, and they'll go all the way to the top and they'll lay down and roll down, like tumble down. And everyone was like, Thuyl, come. And I was like, no. Like, I used to be really scared of heights. I'm not scared of heights anymore. I love roller coasters and stuff. But I felt the peer pressure, I ain't gonna lie. So I ended up going up to the top of the hill and I laid down and I started rolling. And I remember I was wearing my favourite jeans as well. And I was rolling, like literally like rolling, poling down the hill, and I rolled over dog shit. I remember rolling over this dog shit because it was wet, and I was like, what's this smell? And I looked down and it was this big pile of like wet dog shit, and I was like, oh my god, I hope that's chocolate. I remember thinking that in my head, like, oh my god, I hope I just rolled over chocolate. Like, while there'd just be chocolate lying on the park floor. And on my favourite jeans, I was looking down and I fucking sniffed it because I thought, oh my god, it might be chocolate, and it fucking was dog shit. I'll tell you another story as well that was so cringe and so funny. So about like 6 years ago, me and my boyfriend went to Mexico for our 5-year anniversary. So me and my boyfriend was laying on the sunbed, like sunbathing or whatever, and I was laying on my front like this, and obviously I didn't want to get tan lines, so I just unclipped the back of my bikini top. Like, I wouldn't go sunbathing topless. Let me know if you would go sunbathing topless. I'm a bit too scared for that, you know, because I got some big fat nipples. And then next thing I know, I felt like a big cold splash on my back, and I was like, oh my god. And I looked at my boyfriend, I was like, did you just splash me with water? We wasn't even that close to the pool. And he was like, no. And then I smelled this smell of like sour shit. It was like a really sour smell, and it was like right on my back, and I looked back and there was this big white dollop of seagull shit on my back, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And my boyfriend, he was just laying there laughing. I was like, help me, because it was so smelly, and it was like it splattered all on my leg and all on my arm and like, the side of my face. It was so disgusting, and it wasn't even like white, it was like brown, like lumps, and oh my god, it was just so bad. And my boyfriend just was there laughing at me. I was like, fucking help me clean up, you idiot. I was so helpless at the time because I had my bikini top off, so I couldn't even get up because it would run all down my back and then I'll be like braless. So yeah, boyfriend, you are annoying. One question from You Don't Even Know Me is, what are your ultimate goals in the makeup world? Are you looking to create your own product? If so, which item would be your favourite to start off with? Product that I would love to create is glitters. So far the best glitter brand that I found is Lit Cosmetics, so I would love to either do a collaboration with them or make my own line of glitters. But I want to make glitters that are like so holographic. I also want to make really fine glitters, so something similar to the MAC Reflex glitters. They are my favourite glitters, but there's not a big colour range. And glitter eyeliner as well. Like there's hardly any brands that do any glitter eyeliners. The only one I know is Urban Decay. They're heavy metal liners and they only do about 5 colours. So that will be my ultimate dream. Mark my word. Okay, so a lot of people are asking me how did I start doing makeup and how long I've been doing makeup for, and lots of questions about me doing makeup. I have done a whole video about it, how I started becoming a makeup artist, on my YouTube page, so please check that out. I'll link it in a little card up here, so check that out guys. Alice Serena 55 is asking about why I left MAC and my MAC story. So that's like a whole nother video on its own. I'll just explain a little brief scenario of what happened. So I worked at MAC for 6 years. I started a day after my 18th birthday. I worked at 3 different MAC locations, and I worked in like the global flagship store as well, so I can definitely help you guys out on how to get a job and kind of like what they look for and stuff like that. So please comment down below, give me a thumbs up in this video if you want me to film my MAC story, and I'll definitely film that for you guys because I've got some tips for you. This question is from Rafaela_Sot. I tried to do this makeup thing and tutorials on my IG, but I saw that I don't spend any time with my boyfriend or family. Any advice? Okay, my advice for you is, sorry girl, you're just gonna have to do it. My work is like, I have to push through, and like, it's gonna be hard at the moment, but I'm just thinking for the future. I don't want to be broke when I'm like 80, you know what I mean? Like, you need to do the hustle now while you're young and you've got like energy, you don't have children to look after and stuff. Or even if you do have children, you have to like put them to bed and then just start filming, no matter how tired you are. Like, I'm so shattered right now. Like, this is my second video after filming all this. I went to the gym yesterday, my legs are like killing me. And think of it like, you're not spending time with your boyfriend now, but you're working towards you and your boyfriend's future together. So that's the way you have to think about it. You need to change your mindset. They have to also understand that you are working towards your dreams and your goals, so you should be with someone that's understanding. So when there's like a big family gathering, or you want this weekend off, for example, you have to work hard during the week and have stuff prepared for the weekend, so that all you have to do is just press a button and then that's it. You can just get on with your day, because it's when you are like slacking and you're not prepared, that's when you're like, oh shit, I haven't got anything to post. I hate being in that situation. So I always want to be prepared. I want to have my post ready for today and tomorrow, you know. On Instagram now, it's amazing because you can draft things up, so you can select the photo you want, put it through as if you was going to put through a normal photo, like put the caption in, tag the brands and stuff, and then just press back instead of posting it, and basically it will save it under drafts for you. So next time when you actually want to post it, all you need to do is just click on your draft, press share, and then it just uploads for you. So you need to be prepared and have those things ready, locked and loaded. I hope that helps you in any way. Crystal Liney? Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Do you ever have problems to build your self-confidence, and how do you deal with them? I might want to create like a little series, because I do love talking about stuff like this, especially on my Snapchat. I go through these rants sometimes where I literally like do like a long spiel about being confident and owning who you are and stuff. I don't know if I have mentioned on YouTube, but basically I used to be really shy. I used to be one of those kids in school that never used to put up their hands to go to the freaking toilet. I used to be like a mouse, so quiet. I used to be that little small Asian kid in the background that no one really cared about. And I used to be so scared to just order from the waiter at a restaurant, you know. I used to be one of those really shy people. And then I don't even know what happened, but one day I was just like, why are you so shy? Like, you have a mouth, you have a brain, talk. Now, I don't know if you know the story, but basically about a year ago I went to this event with Eco Tools, and there was this fortune teller there, and basically she read my fortune. I'm not going to go into everything, but she told me to pick up stones, and I picked up blue stones. As you can tell, I love blue, and she told me blue represents communication, and she told me that when she looks at me, she feels that I've got a problem with communication. And I was like, yes, like I used to be so shy. I never used to speak on camera. I remember I went to this benefit event and they asked me to be on film with them so that they can show it on their social media, and I was just so scared. Like I couldn't speak in front of the camera. Like, why are you so stupid? Like I missed an amazing opportunity to grow my social media because I was so shy to speak. Her name was Waz, I remember, and she's one of the psychic sisters in Selfridges. She told me that she sees me and video, and something's gonna blow up during video, but I have a problem with communication. And I've never met this woman before in my whole life, and I was like, how do you know this? I was like, yes, I hate speaking in front of the camera. Like I used to be on Snapchat silent. Like comment down below if you was one of my followers back in the days when I just used to do my makeup with music in the background. I used to have to type everything out because I was just so scared to speak on camera. She was like, you have to break that barrier. You need to pass that fear that you have about speaking because it's really going to help you grow your social media. And I was like, okay. I remember at the time as well, everybody was saying I need to start doing Instagram videos, I need to start doing like videos, because in real life I think I'm quite a funny person. Like, well, I think I'm funny anyways, but in real life I'm quite like a confident kind of person. After doing makeup and working at Mac and stuff, you just learn that you just need to speak up, otherwise you're not going to be heard. And then honestly guys, one day I was like on Snapchat, hi guys, I'm gonna start speaking now. So literally that's just how it all happened. I just started speaking, and the more you do it, the more confident you get. Like even now, this whole setup, when I look at this, I'm like, this is fucking crazy. I'm just talking to a camera in my bedroom, my boyfriend's behind me editing, I have this screen here that's like a blind. It's so crazy that when I put this video up, it's gonna go out to reach so many people around the world, and that is just such a powerful platform to have, especially in this day and age. So why are you not taking advantage of that? Especially when you have a passion and there's other people out there and you can help other people around the world. Why would you not do that? You know, like I don't know, I just feel like it's something now when I look back at it, I'm like, why was I ever so scared? Or when I look at other people, I'm like, why are you so scared? Even though obviously I used to be in that place. The only thing I can tell you to do is just do it. Like if you have something in your mind, you just need to do it, because the more you keep putting it off, the more you keep saying, oh, I'll do it another time, or you make excuses saying I haven't got a camera, I haven't got lighting, and blah blah blah. It's just excuses. At the end of the day, there's going to be other people that's going to be doing it better than you. There's going to be people that's doing worse than you. So you might as well just start doing it and start paving your future. You know, you are doing your goals. There's no point looking at other people and being like, oh, I want to do what she's doing, but then you don't do it. You know, anyone can do this. If you are dealing with the struggles of starting social media or starting something, not even just makeup, it can just be anything in general. If you want to start a new career and stuff, the only way you can do it is to actually do it. Enough said. I went on a whole spiel about that for 10 whole minutes, guys. What wouldn't you do for $10 million? Girl, I'll do anything for $10. Jokes. Someone asked me, would I get any more surgery in any part of my body besides my face? My face is like more important than my body. I don't even care what my body looks like as long as my face is snatched, girl. Yes. If money was not an option, I would love to do a BBL. So that's basically where they suck your fat and they put it into your bum, and I would choose to do it with Dr. Giovanni. I'll put his Instagram below, but he is amazing. Flash breast surgery, also the S-curve surgery. He transforms like the flattest pancake asses into this big badonkadonk. What is my favourite movie? I don't have a favourite in particular, but I'll tell you the movies that I freaking love watching. I love watching anything that's like a thriller, anything with like a twist. I'm always after movie suggestions, so if you got any good movie suggestions, comment down below, but don't comment anything that's like really olden days. Like, I hate anything that's like before the 2000s, so anything that's 1990, 15, like nah, I don't want any of that. I want the good HD stuff. So I love films like Limitless, Taken, Law Abiding Citizen, Gone Girl, that was one of my favourite movies. I love 50 Shades of Grey, yeah. I love things that are like cliffhanger. That's what I love. Like I love like like every second, like even with TV series, I want to be gripped. I haven't got no time to be like, oh, we start getting good on the 3rd series. No, girl. It needs to be good from the get-go. From the first episode, I need to be like, ugh. I've been watching quite a few recent movies and that rubbish. I watched Passengers, that was rubbish. I don't like any Marvel films. What movie did we watch? It was
you love Marvel films, do you?
No. I hated Ant-Man. People loved Ant-Man. That was rubbish. That was dry. I hated Iron Man. I was like, your jokes are dry. Those jokes were dry.
You especially love Deadpool.
Oh my god, Deadpool. Nah, girl. Anybody who loved Deadpool, we can't be friends because that movie was dry. I think I just don't understand that sense of humour. Like, you know, people love Family Guy. I can't stand Family Guy. The jokes are just so boring. Like, it's so stupid that it's meant to be funny, but it's not funny. But saying that, I actually used to hate Big Bang Theory, and I just finished watching the whole brand new series. I love Big Bang Theory now, but I remember when I first watched it, I was like, what is this? Like, people actually watch this? Like, all these nerds? But now I love it. I love Sheldon. Someone asked me, how do I feel about Nikita Dragon? Oh my god, I freaking love Nikita Dragon. One of her photos, I took it to my surgeon. I was like, I want to look like this nose. Like, this nose is snatched. But she's beautiful. Someone asked me, will I be at IMAX again this year? I think IMAX is in May this year, but I'm always at IMAX. I will always go on the Friday. So on Friday, if you don't know, if you are a makeup artist or if you're in the industry, you literally just go onto the IMAX website and you can sign up, and on Fridays it's like a pro day, so only professionals are there that day, and that means there's less queues. You can take time to look around, because when you go on like Saturdays and Sundays, the queues are so long, and normally I take my sister with me. So if you guys are going to be there this year, please comment down below, let me know.
People ask, where do you live? How old are you?
So I live in London. I've lived in London my whole life. I don't think there's anywhere else I would live. I like my life. I like the fact that I can drive everywhere if I wanted to, or if not, and I can get the bus. And I am Vietnamese, 100% Vietnamese. The only person I speak it to is my mum, but apart from that, I speak English. I think in English. I can barely speak Vietnamese. I can understand it, but when people are like really strong Vietnamese, I'm like, eh. When I see my mum, she watches Vietnamese programs, I'm like, are you speaking Vietnamese or are you speaking some next Asian language? I remember it's so cringe when I used to be on the bus, or when I used to work at Mac, they used to speak in Vietnamese, and I used to be like, ah! Especially when they're speaking about you in their language and they think that you don't understand, and you're like,
Do you have a boyfriend?
yes, I do have a boyfriend. He's smelly behind there. And I've been with my boyfriend for over 8 years. We're going to do a question and answer series soon, so...
Since when?
Because so many people are asking me about like skincare. I'm definitely going to be filming like a little skincare routine for you guys. My skin is not that great, guys, honestly. It's not that great. When I take this off, you'll be like, ah, who's that bitch? Okay, someone is asking me, do I ever plan on getting married or having kids? I think maybe because I've been a makeup artist for so long and I've done so many weddings that I don't see the whole like of it anymore. Like, people that I know, like my friends, they've been dreaming about getting married their whole life, but for me, I'm like, I have bigger goals than that, you know. I'd much prefer to like get a house rather than spending all that money on like one day. The thought of like £5,000 just on one dress, like, that's just crazy to me, because I am not that type of person. Even for like my engagement ring and stuff, my boyfriend was like, he read that you have to spend 2 paychecks on the wedding ring, but I'm like, no, like, why would you spend so much money on a stupid crusty ring? Like, just go out to like Warren and James and just buy like £100 ring, like anything that just looks a bit pretty, you know, just like one little stone on it or something. I don't need anything materialistic, like I don't need anything fancy like that. I'd rather spend that money on surgery or something to make myself feel better, you know. I don't know, me and my boyfriend have been together for a long time already, so I don't think it will change anything. I would happily have children without being married. I don't feel the need for it, especially with like Asian weddings. Like, the freaking parents, they invite everybody and their fucking nanas, like everybody and their next door neighbour is at the wedding. Like, so cringe, because I'm like, who are you? What's your name? And you have to buy all the food for like these people. I'm like, I don't fucking care about you, like I need to feed my own belly. So I just don't see the big about it. This is a really good question from Maddie_print. If you was going to live another life, what career would you choose rather than being a makeup artist? I should have thought of the answer before I picked the question. I don't freaking know. What would I be?
A few moments later. One eternity later.
At the moment, I feel like I know this is what I want to do. I feel like I was born to do this. I've been watching YouTube videos for so long, like years and years. And only now in my life, I just feel comfortable with who I am now and being confident in front of the camera now. I wish I would have had my confidence now much sooner, but I think everything happens for a reason, and I feel like it's now that is my time. I remember when I used to be at Mac, I used to be like, am I just gonna be slaving away for other people when I want to slave away for myself, you know? Like, I remember working at Mac and I used to be so depressed, and I used to think about stuff on my break time. I used to be like, how am I going to ever afford to buy a house on this salary? Now, not that I'm earning so much more money, but now I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. Like, this is my goal. I have really big dreams with like what I'm doing now. I'm putting it out there into the universe, and it's gonna happen, guys. The law of attraction. Okay, I'm gonna answer one more question, and then afterwards I'm gonna Lana Peskin asked, can you explain how PR works for beauty bloggers, how to get on brands' radar, and when do they start sending you free stuff to try? Do they pay you to do videos and stuff using their product? This could be like a whole video on itself, but I'll explain quickly. So how beauty bloggers work is, yes, exactly what you said, that brands will ask you to collaborate with them, or they'll send you products to feature. They can either pay you in product or pay you in money, so it depends on what the brand's budget is and what your standards are, I guess. How to get on brands' radar is you need to build your social media following. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have millions of followers. It definitely does not, because my sister, she only just hit 10k on Instagram. If you're not following her, it's HongXO, so HUONGXO on Instagram. If you're not following her, follow her. I'll put a little picture of her Instagram here. She invested in like lights and cameras and stuff like that, and her picture quality is really crisp and clean. I feel like that will help her stick out compared to other people that don't have as good of a quality of photos. And she already has brands like Morphe, Lipland, Lime Crime approaching her already, as well as obviously smaller brands, but they're big brands like that are already approaching her because her makeup stands out, her style stands out. You don't have to have a massive following, but you do need to have some sort of social media platform out there for brands to want to work with you. Brands are not going to work with freaking Sally Sue round the corner, you know. If you're not posting photos, you're not posting good stuff on your social media, like, brands are not going to want to send you stuff, because what are the brand getting out of it, you know? You need to think of it like, if you was a brand and you had all these bloggers to pick out from, would the brand choose you? Is your photos good quality for the brand to repost you? You know, if you've got like the Hoover in the background and your bra hanging on the door, you're unlikely to get posted by brands. If you just have a plain crisp background and your makeup's on fleek, your highlight is popping, then you're more likely to get that brand of highlight to repost you. Use brands, any brands that you're using, hashtag them, tag them. Most of the time, to be honest, it will never be your most recent photo that gets reposted. It's always going to be like photos that's like a week old and stuff, and probably the photo that you're like, oh my god, that wasn't even that nice. So you never know what photo is going to get reposted. So every single photo that you post should be 100, guys. Do not post photos that you're like, oh, it's rubbish, but I'm just going to post it anyways. No, don't post photos of your cats, your dogs and stuff like that. When you feel like your social media is something you're proud of, you can also approach brands. So I personally know a lot of people that don't approach anybody and they just wait until brands come to them, which is fine, but you're going to be waiting a long time sometimes, you know. Sometimes you gotta knock on their door first and be like, hi, have you seen me yet? You know what I'm saying? I have never been shy of like emailing people. And most brands, they want to give product, but they need to give products to the right people. So if they have a look on your social media and they think that your look fits their brand, then yes, they will reply to you. But most of the time, to be honest, maybe I'll email like 10 people and only 2 people will get back to me. It's like a pinch of salt, you know. You can't take things personally. You have to keep trying again. You can DM them, you can email the general email, tell them about yourself. Right now, I am getting like paid sponsorship, which is amazing because it feels like you worked for so long and now you're actually getting paid recognition, which is amazing. Whenever brands approach me with a collaboration, I always check out their website, I always check out if their products are good, if that would be a product that I would actually wear before I even reply. That is how beauty blogging works. Dream big and work even harder. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. That's all the questions I'm going to be answering today. There's so many more questions that I have to answer, but they were kind of all the same kind of questions. So I have a lot of videos already on my channel that I think not a lot of people know about. So please go back into my channel and watch back any other videos like my 20 random facts or how to be a makeup artist. I also done 2 videos about what I carried in my makeup kit. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. It's just Thuyl on Snapchat, Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Always go on my Instagram.
1 second.
Hello?
Hello?
Who's that Felicia calling you? Why can't I just read the damn question? Seabird shit. Oh, seabird. What's it
Seagull.
called? Seagull. Oh my god, I've been filming for 22 minutes already. Gran, you're gonna have fun editing this video.
No! Cut it down, please. Otherwise I have to edit too much. Where's my question? Cut it out, no!
Okay, you wanna ask me a question?
Where's my hashtag?
Your hashtag is dry.